forgot to pull this up. Hey everybody, welcome back to another theory. If you guys can see, I've actually looked up a little bit of the Hispanic, not just Mexican, but all of the Spanish stuff. And I have an idea. Give me a second, I gotta turn this on. So that way I can get some lighting in here, in front of me. The Day of the Dead, if it's not just going to be Spain, yes, it's set in Spain, we may get some other traditions into it, like Mexico, with the Day of the Dead, which would be that would be a really cool thing that they would do. I would really hope, fingers crossed, that they put something in like Alejibre. I don't fucking judge me on that. I know how to say this because of a movie, but I don't even know if I said it correctly, to be honest. But because of watching the movie, I was like, wait, what if they put this stuff into this with more than just Spain Spanish? Because it says it's originated in Mexico. It largely originated in Mexico. They could make it into part of the Spain region, and seeing this as a Pokemon would be pretty cool. I'm not gonna doubt that it won't be outside of a legendary Pokemon. I mean, like the movie Coco had this beast cat chimera looking thing, and it was pretty fucking cool and stuff like that. And who knows, maybe the mythical Pokemon will be the small one with the rat with the big ass ears or something. Like they always have this mythical Pokemon as a tiny one. And it would be really, really cool to see a lot of this stuff actually come up into it. The one thing I'm hoping for in this one is something like this, Alejibres. I had to look at the name to make sure I was going to say it. Sorry, allergies are getting to me. Oh, there's dragons. Apparently, Alejibres is a spirit animal that guides you through the living and the dead, or something like that. I don't know everything about it. What I can do is look up Day of the how do you spell this? Alejibres, meaning imaginary. The world of Alejibres means imaginary or fantasy. It does? Describing a style of animal carvings with exceptional painting schemes. As a creative artist therapist, I found this symbolic art form to be fascinating as to know about its origins. Okay, that didn't help. Wikipedia. Brightly colored Mexican folk art sculptures of fantastical fantasy / mythical creatures, which is right there, could be a mythical Pokemon. That'd be really cool to see. This is a mythical Pokemon, but not a small one. I want a mythical Pokemon to be big, and because we have too many small ones. They're like the size of Pikachu. If you can't tell, I am losing my voice because of allergies. It is kind of difficult to breathe because of it. Itchy head, sorry. The first Alejibres, along the invitation of the term, originated in Mexico City. Pedro Lopez. Let's just say Pedro Lopez. I don't want to try to pronounce this guy's middle name without butchering it. Probably very disrespectful to the people that are family to him. Because it's not just Mexico. It's all of the Spanish culture that I've seen so far. They're all family. And I won't put it past them if they put this entire series of Pokemon Generation 9 about family, or transform it into it's about Pokemon. It's about family-like kind of thing. Because Coco watching it is about the family thing. And I watched in Canto. I think I said that right. It's not Spain and it's not Mexico. I think they said it was Colombia. It's still Spanish culture, and seeing stuff like that into it would be really cool to see for their stuff. Because enchanted stuff and like that. Maybe, who knows? Maybe a Pokemon could be enchanting. This would be a perfect time too to bring in sound type. If they don't, I'll be not too surprised. Sound typing for the music. All of the Spanish culture that I know of loves music, and boy, do they have the enthusiasm into it. You could hear, you could feel the love into it, no matter how much they are messed up. But yeah, it's really cool to see the Spanish culture coming into the world of Pokemon. They had two American ones, but there's really nothing to go off of America, to be honest. Hawaii was probably the best one out of all of them, and they kind of made it bad because of Team Skull messing it all up. They should have put Team Skull in New York and be done with it. Plasma should have been the bad guys or something, and that with the Aether Foundation. Ugh. I only like Guzma. He's the only reason why I even put a little bit of respect towards Team Skull in the world of Pokemon. Guzma was cool. He was like a punk rocker, but more of like, I don't fucking care kind of attitude too. And if they make I really hope they make the Alejibre fairy at the very least. We need another legendary fairy type. I mean, Alejibres should be psychic fairy or new element to it. I don't know. That'd be really cool. Cat? Wait a second. What if Sprigatito is going to be the Alejibre when he fully evolves? And he looks like this. I randomly chose one. Here we go. That one's here's a fox one. Fuck it. Foxes are in between of dog and cat, so this helps. And it transforms into this when it's fully evolved, or have it look like this because the green, the horns and the wings, chimera like. I know this is the same one from Coco, but still. Alejibres are very interesting. I know almost nothing to them, and I only know about them because of Coco. Now look at that, it's Coco, Miguel, and the amazing Alejibre. Alejibres. If I'm saying this wrong, I am terribly sorry. Oh, there's a hummingbird one. I always thought that their color schemes that they have for these things were really cool, and I had no idea that they were called Alejibres until about a year ago, or basically when Coco came out. What's this one? I always called them hippie like kind of colors and stuff because I didn't know what to fucking call it. I mean, like, this looks hippie like. Huh. What is this one? Fine Mexican folk art by whatever. Oh, it's like a chimera with a griffin with a headdress. That's pretty cool. I mean, like, they have. Oh, look at, they even have a wolf one. I mean, like, they have a lot of things they can go off. If they're not just doing Spain, this would be really cool. And this is just speculating, theorizing that they're doing this with outside of just Spain. They may not do just that. They may just stick to Spain. And if they do things that are with the Spanish culture, this may be put into there. And I really hope that they make the Alejibre the legendary Pokemon, because it's a spirit guide to the afterlife and stuff, or in the afterlife, whatever. And this was one of the Pokemon that I was planning on designing, but I didn't get a chance to write it down. Thought Alejibres was going to come up pretty quick, because, you know, America and Mexico are right next to each other, and there's a lot of Mexican stuff coming over to America that we're using. And to be honest, I think Cinco de Mayo is only an American thing, so they're not going to pull that over. Or literally just a Mexican thing, because I think people I know that aren't aren't Mexican have said, I don't know why you guys celebrate Cinco de Mayo like that. It's May 5th. There's really nothing special. And honestly, I don't even know what is supposed to be special about it. You know what? How about this? What is Cinco de Mayo? De Mayo? That's actually how I spell mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. Cinco de Mayo, Wikipedia. Let's see. Spanish from May 5th. In Mexico, Spanish May 5th. As an annual celebration held by May 5th, which commemorates the anniversary of Mexico's victory in the French Empire. Oh, okay, so that explains a lot right there, because a lot of people I ask about it, they said, I don't know what it's about, we just celebrate it. Turns out, maybe they need to learn about it, because now I see this is a good thing. It's like America's 4th of July. It's very interesting. I mean, like, Cinco de Mayo generates beer sales. Okay, yeah, don't worry about the beer thing. They're not gonna bring alcohol into Pokemon. If they do, I'll be extremely surprised, because alcohol is a huge thing in Russia and Japan, and because they have 4 regions in Japan in the world of Pokemon, I'm surprised there's no sake Pokemon or sake drink or anything like that in the world of Pokemon. But back to the Alejibres. I think they're really cool. They would be a really good design to use in the world of Pokemon. And also, if you think about it, because it's the Day of the Dead, Day of the Dead. Look at, they can come up with Pokemon with the skeleton face look kind of thing, both male and female to it. I mean, like, I love the face paint. It's always caught my interest, and I had no idea what it was about until I went to junior high, when I found out that the Day of the Dead was actually a celebration like Halloween, but it's to respect the dead of the people and celebrate the dead. That actually looks like it's supposed to be a Satan thing. I see it as like Sans kind of look, like this. It almost looks like The Mask. Jim Carrey's The Mask. I mean, like, this looks really cool. Perfect opportunity, if they use more than one culture into this, with the Day of the Dead, would be a really cool Pokemon to see. Or them celebrating the Day of the Dead kind of thing. That would be really cool to see. Like, no joke. All this would be fairly interesting to see. Like, this is just speculations, and this is going off the top of my head with a lot of this stuff. I thought those were real people. Those are just statues. What is this one? Oh, it's Coco stuff, and he's holding them. Interesting. I was like, what are these dolls? They're kind of. You can have something like this into it, where it's half dead and half alive. You're definitely going to have to make it a ghost type. What is this one? Oh, I was wondering what this was. Oh, excuse me. I mean, like, look at this fucking face paint, guys. They even have luchadors. Oh my god, they can have luchadors come into this. I just remembered about the luchadors. This mask right here is the reason why I remembered that. Is that a Mexican thing, or is that all of Spanish? How do you spell luchador? That's luchador? Luchador mask, right there. Okay. And, okay, making sure I'm spelling it right. Okay, the one that a lot of Americans know about is that's not him. Is fuck, I forgot his name. I mean, luchador. Luchadors or luchadores. I'm assuming luchadores is the female equivalent. A professional wrestling, a Mexican professional wrestler, frequently but not always masked. Oh, well, we can have Halucha into this. He's definitely supposed to be a luchador, and I really like Halucha, to be honest. Especially his shiny form. He is a luchador like kind of Pokemon, and this could be his native home. Where, if they do the Mexican thing with it too, I thought luchadors were more than a Mexican thing. And if they do, I'm naming him Libre. Nacho Libre. Sorry for the voice, guys. I wish it wasn't like this. But yeah, look, this is really cool. I'm really, really glad that they're doing the Spanish culture thing, and Spanish culture has always been fascinating to me. Oh my god, I forgot. King was considered a luchador. He's wearing a mask. I didn't know he was Mexican, but I knew he was wearing a mask, but I completely forgot that he was. Who's this? I like the mask. It looks cool. Is that Bonesaw? Is that on his back? I'm trying to remember his name without having to see it. He did the 619. Well, I can't think of his name. But there was also a show over here on WB Kids WB, Mucha Lucha, for those of you that never watched it. I watched a few episodes. It was kind of funny, and it was really good. I just never got into it because at the time, the people that I was living with are extremely racist, and they were like, fuck them. I'm like, alright, whatever. And I've always been fascinated by the Spanish culture. What is this? Oh, it's a cape! I was like, what the hell is this? I mean, like, I've always loved the luchador thing. It was the Day of the Dead stuff fascinated me the most out of everything when I first learned about it because of the faces, the face paint. I love the face paint. At first, I was like, but then I saw shit like this. It's fucking awesome, guys. I'm like, I want to see a Pokemon with this. I want a Pokemon to be like this, even if it's not going to be Spain, and even if it's going to be Spain only. I want that. I want either this and or an Alejibre. It's not even up there anymore. But yes, I want one of these two, if not both. Definitely up there. We already have a luchador Pokemon. It's Halucha. And Incineroar could be that too, due to, I mean, like, he's a dark type, fire type. It has nothing to do with it, but he's like a... You can think of him as a luchador if you think about it, because the way he wrestles, or he does his moves, he's like a wrestler. Wrestler. Sorry, South Park. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about this. If I have any more theories or ideas of the Day of the Dead or Spanish related stuff, oh my god. Spanish culture has always fascinated me because of shit like this. I would really like to see this in there. I almost bought a skull that had this kind of stuff on there at one point. Literally covered in monarch butterflies from a place that I used to work at called Love's. Then I saw the one with the flames on it. I was like, oh, I'm buying that one. Well, that's all the time I really have now, guys. I know this one went on for far too long. This is completely unedited and stuff like that. if you guys have any ideas, let me know in the comments below. That would be really cool to hear your theories on the Spanish culture on Generation 9. So far, the first three Pokemon, or the two that we know of, is definitely Spanish. It's just the question is, what about the third one, the duck? Is his name in Spanish? I can't figure it out. We can look it up right now if we want, but I'm ending the video here, and I'm going to do some research, some more about the Spanish culture of some type with the three starters that we have. And just to let you guys know, I am not doing any more theories outside of this trailer. Any more come up and any more information comes up after the second trailer, I will not be on the internet anymore. I will not be reading comments, and I will not be reading looking up anybody else's videos on Pokemon, because they could spoil, which they have, some Pokemon stuff about the next generation, even if they're talking about the past generation of Pokemon. So until next time, guys, I'll be seeing you guys out in the fields.